Hi everybody, this is Krishna Vandanapu, a business applications MVP. Welcome to my channel. In today's video, we will learn how to create a component in Dataverse for Teams Power App, how to create a component, how to pass the parameters to a component, how to navigate between the screens by clicking a button in component, and finally, we will learn how to deploy the component in Microsoft Teams. Before any further delay, let's jump onto the topic. I have connected to my Teams client. By clicking on apps, all apps, I can search as Power Apps and just select this and open, which will create the provision to create apps in the context of Microsoft Teams, which I have already done. And also I have pinned that as part of my left rail. So now I'm clicking on Power Apps and I click on a create an app. While creating the app, it will ask like under which team you want to create the app. I'm selecting my Dataverse for Teams. I'll say create. This will create an environment for me to create an app. Now let me provide name for this app, component demo. We don't have to create any tables, so I'm going to screens directly. I'll create a dummy screen and then I will delete the default screen, whatever I'm getting as part of this. I'll say screen home. All we want to do is we want to create a component. We all know that components are a reusable code blocks in Power Apps. So even in Microsoft Teams also, I can create component. However, we don't have the component library in Microsoft Teams as of today. So I'm creating a component. By clicking on components, I can create a new component. I'm renaming that as component header. Now I want to resize the width of this component as app.width. What it will do is it will take the actual width of the app. Height, I want to restrict to 80. I have filled the color of the component with Power Apps standard color. Now I'm adding images to create a header component as part of my media gallery. I have added Power Apps icon as part of my media gallery and I'm selecting that. I will say 0 and this is also 0, and the height of this image is parent dot height, which is nothing but whatever the height of the component, and width I'm making it as 100. Now I want to add one more image to show the profile picture of the logged in user. In order to add an image to the component, what I have to do is go ahead and click on the insert icon as part of the left menu items, click on plus and go to media and click image. That will add the image onto my component. Now here what I want to do is I want to get the user profile picture. How I can do it? User dot image. That will give me the user profile picture. I'm just changing the border radius to 100 so that it will come like a circle, and I'm just changing the width as 80 and height of this to parent dot height. So that gives me user profile picture. Now I want to add the parameters to the component. Why do I need the parameter to the component? A component is a block of controls to reuse across the app with parameters to show the data dynamically. I don't want to hardcode anything as part of a component. Rather, I want to drive the values what I want to show as part of the component from my screen. So what I want to do is I want to drive from screen. So that will be a input parameter. I'm creating an input parameter as var header text, which is going to be an input parameter and the data type is text. I'll say create. Now I will add a label on my component. This label is to show whatever the heading user want to show as part of the header. Now my component is very much ready. We need to add the component as part of the screen. If you see, I don't have a way I can add as part of this. If I click on home, it will show me the home screen of Microsoft Teams apps page. If I click on about, it will show me the Power Apps version. There is no way I can add the component on the screen by clicking any of the icons available as part of the ribbon control. So how I can add the component on my screen is, again, click on insert. As part of the custom, I can see my component. When I click on that, that automatically get added. If I select the component and click on this, it will show me a property called where header text. Here I can say whatever the text I want to show as part of this heading. So I can set by clicking over here or as part of the formula bar also. Though we mentioned the value here, why we don't see as part of this header component is we need to set the label text property to this parameter. How I can do that is parent dot var header text. Whatever I have as part of this variable will be shown on the label. If I come back here, now it is rendering the text because now I set up the value for the label appropriately. If I go ahead and change, this is the home screen. There it is. So this is how we can quickly create a component and deploy as part of my Power App. I went ahead and added 2 more screens and added the header component as part of those 2 screens as well. Now I want to set the header text as screen 2 for screen 2 and this one as screen 3. My intention is, doesn't matter on which screen I am, when I click on the Power Apps icon, the application should take me to the landing page. How I can do that is, if I go here, this is an image. I know on image I can write onSelect property. But when I say navigate and screen home, it is giving me an error stating that function navigate has some invalid arguments because the screen name will not get resolved as part of the component. So I have to send the screen name as a parameter to component. Now click on the component, add a new parameter, say like var screen name and property type as input and select the data type as screen and say create. Now I have screen name also. Let me go ahead and change the navigate behavior as parent dot var screen name. Whatever the screen name I have as part of this variable, Power App will navigate the user to that screen. Now I'll go back and click on the screen 2, select that property as screen name and I will say I want to go to home screen. So SC home. On screen 3 as well, select the screen name. I'll say SC home. I have added a next screen icon to move on to the next screen. In screen 2, I have added back and previous. All I am doing is on select of the screen, I'm going to screen 3. On select of back, I'm going to the previous screen. On screen 3, I don't have any next screen. So when I select on this, I'm going back to screen 2. So in Microsoft Teams, if we want to test the app, how we do is we'll click on preview. And now I'm clicking on next. Now I'm on screen 2. As per our requirement, when I click on this, there you go. I'm coming on to home screen. Now I'm in screen 3. Click on this. I'm coming back to home screen. This is how we can implement onSelect property in a component. So using parameters, I can send a screen name to component and in the component, I can navigate to that screen name by taking the value as part of my parameter. Now the last part is I want to publish this app or deploy this app as part of my Microsoft Teams along with the component. To do that, all we have to do is click on publish teams. This will show which team it is going to get deployed. As of today, when you are creating an app in Microsoft Team, the scope of that app is at that team level. Now it is showing up all the channels available as part of the team. As of today, all I have is only one channel. I'm just clicking on add to this, save and close. With this app will get execute onto the team as part of the general channel. My teams, I'll click on this component demo. There it is. And when I click on here, it'll go there. Click here, come to home screen. On screen 3, click on here. I'm coming back to home screen. This is how we can implement a component in Microsoft Teams Power App seamlessly. I hope you like this video. If you like the video, add your comments, hit like, subscribe to my YouTube channel for all future notifications. If you have any questions, add your comments as part of the comments, or if you want to reach out to me directly, I'm highly available on Twitter and LinkedIn. You can ask me questions there. Thank you. Have a nice day.